Hi, it's Wasabi. Welcome back to the channel. We've got a battle on the Ruinberg map, and we've got CJ Hunt from Lemon Clan. He's in the object 279E, which is the ultimate reward for the second version of the personal campaigns. It's considered to be a rather overpowered tank, popular in clan wars, doesn't have too many weaknesses, so we'll discuss some of those capabilities while we're watching CJ play, but also part of his tactics. Anyway, let's just increase the size of the map. Alright, so sitting to the left of the church, this is a very powerful position anyway, regardless of the tank you're in the sense that gives you, if you're a hull down tank strength, then yeah, you're protecting your lower plate with this heat mulk heap there. Anyway, spotted initially a 268V4, and you might have noticed when he was focusing in there, just firing at the sort of rangefinder on top. It's the main weakness of the Object 4 there. And of course the E100 getting it on the front plate of the turret. Now, interestingly, this E100 is firing HE. That's not going to get him very far. HE's been nerfed and he's not aware. But obviously some players can get to tier 10 without really learning all the skills of the game simply by grinding, so we don't know without seeing the stats of this player if he's one of those. Anyway, CJ's managed to put quite a few rounds into him. He's using his premium rounds at the moment. And luckily you can see that E100 is trying to angle the turret, but obviously has to face CJ while he's trying to aim, and of course just then he over-angled his turret, so he managed to go through the front. Now that's another weakness of the E100, he just fired at the rangefinder bar on top of its turret as well, so that E100 definitely paying the price. Now if you have a quick look at the damage total, CJ is up to 4k already in this tank, so you can see that this position works really well, and he has taken some hits as well. Let's talk a little bit about the strengths and weaknesses of the 279E as you come to see what it is. So you can see a couple of hits on the turret there. Now, it helps if you're firing down into the turret and also down onto the front plate there. See, there's no holes in the front plate, and helps if you are firing down to sort of decrease the angle there. There's a weakness on the left side of the front plate, just where those step markers are. I'll switch back to CJ's view while he's defending here. So he has taken some hits here, most notably, while his turret was turning. But yeah, we've got to be careful of the angle. Oh, and he's found the FD4005 just come out nicely sideways. Not that it really matters with the FE. It's sort of paper armor, and 2 shots into it and completely dodged all of the incoming rounds there. Anyway, sort of scared the enemy team a bit in this location. They've pulled back, and not surprisingly. But he's up to 6k of damage already, and we haven't even gone through the first 5 minutes of the game yet. Now his team is down a little bit, so even despite CJ doing all this heavy lifting, they are about just under 2,000 hit points down. Oh, now he's got the object crossing there, so he manages to put a nice shot into the side of him. And of course he gets lit, but then they all know he's here, so no big message there, and he crosses him again. Oh, just misses out there. Now, not a lot of hit points, but you want to take the guns out of the game as well, so looks like that object is pushing in to challenge CJ maybe from a different angle, but guess what? CJ's aware of what you're trying to do, and you can see what he was doing there is angling up his tank on that piece of rock to make his front plate even more sort of horizontal compared to the incoming round. That really increases the effective thickness of that armor. So he wasn't sort of doing that abstractly. That was a deliberate tactic there, just as he knew the object was trying to aim in. And he's found the FB, and that is the end of the FB's game. So CJ's now going to decide, all right, is it safe to push it in? You can see him angling up there. So let's have a quick look at that position there. So let's see how the front plate is done. And he was trying to tempt any shots coming in, but obviously no one was there to shoot him. So now we can quite safely come in here, taking a bit of risk here sideways. Critical hit on a batch at 25T. It does happen, so it's not that surprising. Now he's facing on the object, goes for the lower plate there and gets the kill, but he does take a hit at the same time, and not something you could avoid at that point. Let's have a quick look and see where that damage might have gone. Yeah, right at the bottom of the front plate, just above the second track to the right. We're just looking for that Gorilla 15. Now, one of the other advantages of the object, even though the alpha damage is not that high, it's got pretty good DPM. It's a faster rate of fire than some of the other heavy tanks, so something to be aware of. Just because it's fired doesn't mean you've got lots of time to line them up. Anyway, his team's still behind after all of this work. And can he take out another one of these tanks? Well, he won't take the Gorilla yet without getting 2 shots into him. And he's just waiting there. Someone needs to reset the leopard that is on cap. Right, this is the Gorilla 15 firing HE. I don't believe this. I must think that's the only result they can get. But luckily, CJ still got nearly 900 hit points left, so quite able to take another hit, and the arty there really just didn't too much damage. Anyway, he knows that Gorilla 15 is hunting him, so can he catch him out? He got that one shot in, so definitely one more shot, and that's the end of the Gorilla. So it takes a bit of a risk here and crosses. Now, it's not as big a risk as it sounds. The Leopard 1 and the Gorilla 15 are the only mobile tanks left in the game. The other 2 are arties, so he knows the Gorilla's pretty much by himself. But where has he gone? Is he still up on this pedestal? No. He's not running up in this direction. Did he relocate? Now, due to some good work by other members of the team, the gap in the tank list has diminished, and they are still slightly behind. I don't know how we can get rid of the arties. So one shot into the GWE leaves him on 38 hit points. That's very annoying. But he's lit again, and he knows the other arty is up there. Oh, there he is. Can he get a shot? No, he's not going to waste his time just yet on that. Or maybe he is. He knows the GWE will wait. Gets a low roll on the T92. And he can probably safely, he knows the GW is tucked around the corner, he can probably get a shot in on the T92. Get one more shot and then he's gone. So pretty careful aiming there, gets rid of the T92. Now they're in the lead, it's only 433 hit points left in the game. The Gorilla 15 and the GWE, and there's the GWE running away. Very slowly, of course. That's the end of the GWE's game. So now just left the Gorilla 15, who still hasn't been spotted for a little while. And CJ is at risk of being one shot by the Gorilla, of course, as long as he penetrates. But sitting on 8.2k, and he's got just enough hit points to make it to 8.5 if he can get the shot in on the Gorilla 15. Alright, well, there's not too many places that can be left. They've got the remaining tanks are splitting in different directions, but they're both quite slow moving. So CJ's coming up into this section by himself. And Is he walking into a trap? Oh, there he is, spotted in the middle there, and taken out by the E4, so that is the end of the game. Great game there from CJ, real carry, and let's go and look at the details. Well, pretty good carry there from CJ. He got the high caliber award for the most damage, doing 8.2k of direct damage and getting 5 kills. Pascucci's medal for killing the 2 arties, but a first class mastery badge. Well, I didn't say but. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, 1400 base experience. Now that's a pretty massive level of XP at tier 10, and to only get first class there just shows the very high level of play by the players who have the 279E. Obviously there's some not very good players with it who've just managed to work out how to get it through means that I won't discuss here, but most people, to complete all the missions of the second personal campaign takes both a fairly long time and requires a high level of skill to complete. So you can see that most of the 279E players are playing it very well. Anyway, the TE4 that got the last kill got 5 kills in total, so really helped. And the T57, even though he didn't get a lot of damage, he got some timely damage at the end. And the IS-7 who died as well, got over 3k, so good play there. So Leopard 1, who almost won the game for his team, got nearly 3k himself, and a Madicor that we didn't see a lot of got a fair bit of damage as well. There's quite a few players there getting multiple thousands of things, but where's that E100 player? 760 damage, not really a great effort there. Anyway, this is CJ's game. He fired 30 shots. Good output there, so kept his gun running through the whole game. 26 of those hit and 22 penetrated. He did spend quite a bit on ammunition there, but he also had full consumable cost as well. So even with battle payments from his clan and personal reserves bonus, made a loss of 40k, but great result there nonetheless. Anyway, thanks CJ for the content. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. We'll have more great content to follow, and thanks for watching.